Deep down, you sense it. Life slips by, moment by moment, while you drift through days that feel endless. But what if those days are running out? This video is your wake-up call. A jolt to face the truths you have been dodging. These are not just words. They are hard-hitting lessons forged from struggle and rooted in Stoic wisdom. I have walked through loss to learn them, and I am here to share them so you do not have to. Pause everything. Give me a few minutes. These could be the most pivotal moments you will ever spend. Let us dive in and confront what is holding you back. 1. You pursue empty goals. You wake up, dive into the hustle, and chase what? A bigger paycheck. A flashier title. A feed full of likes. You tell yourself these will fill the void, that once you grab them, you will feel complete. But night falls, the buzz fades, and you are left hollow, staring at a ceiling that offers no answers. You are sprinting in a race you did not choose, following a script society handed you. Why are you running? What are you trying to prove? And to whom? You are chasing shadows. And deep down, you know it. What matters to you? Stop and think. Is it the shiny car? The corner office? The nod from strangers? Or is it the quiet moments, a laugh with someone close? A passion that sparks your soul? A day where you feel truly you? You know what counts, but you shove it aside. You swap your peace for fleeting thrills, chasing prizes that crumble when the spotlight dims. The world screams, more is better. And you listen, piling up things that do not last. But look at those who have it all: money, fame, power. Are they content? Or are they just as lost, chasing the next hit of approval? Picture yourself at life's end, breath slowing, time running out. Will you wish you had more followers, a fatter bank account, a signer resume? No, you will ache for the moments you let slip, the hugs you did not give, the dreams you ignored, the life you were too busy to live. Seneca, a Stoic, said, "We do not lack time, we waste it on what does not matter." You burn hours scrolling, comparing, fretting over things that vanish like smoke. Why give your life to what will not follow you to the grave? You are not blind. You know what is real, the people who make your heart full, the work that lights you up, the simple joys that need no applause. But you drown them out, caught in a cycle of chasing what you are told to want. You seek validation from people who forget you in a day. Measure your worth by metrics that do not define you. It is like building a tower on a fault line, impressive until it falls. When it does, what remains? Only what you poured your heart into, the things no one can take. Imagine you are gone tomorrow. Would the goals you chase today still hold weight? The promotions, the status, the stuff. If they would not, why let them steer you now? Epictetus, a Stoic, said, "Happiness lies not in having much, but in wanting little. Joy is not in the next milestone, it is in the moments you are missing. A walk with someone you love, a quiet hour chasing your craft, a second where you stand tall without needing to prove a thing. These are the riches you are letting pass. This truth stings because it is yours. You have a choice. Keep chasing mirages, stacking regrets for a life you will wish you had lived differently. Or stop. Shift your focus to what endures. What makes you feel alive, not just seen. Stop letting the world write your story. Live for the moments that linger in your bones, the ones that make you human. If you had one day left, what would you do? That is your compass. Follow it now, before time runs out. You might think more money or fame would fix you, but they will not. The hole you feel is not filled by things. It is filled by meaning. You trade your days for distractions, seeking worth in what others applaud. But worth is not out there, it is in you, in how you love, create, and show up. Choose to live for what matters, not what glitters. The life you want is not in the next achievement, it is in the choices you make today. So, what will you choose? Empty goals, or a life that feels true? 2. You flee from silence. Imagine sitting alone. No phone, no music. Just you and the quiet. Does it make you squirm? That unease is a sign you are running from yourself. You fill every moment with noise notifications, chatter, videos to drown out the silence. Why? Because in stillness, you face the thoughts, you avoid your fears, regrets, the questions you bury. You are scared to meet the real you, unfiltered, without distractions. But by dodging silence, you are dodging your truth. And that is a dangerous way to live. Your day starts with a buzz. Your phone lights up, pulling you into a stream of alerts. At work, you plug in earbuds, letting music or podcasts shield you from your own mind. At night, you scroll endlessly, chasing clips that numb you. You think you are staying connected, entertained, but you are escaping. Silence terrifies you because it strips away the armor. Left alone, your thoughts rush in doubts about your choices, worries about what is next, the ache of what you have not done. So you keep the noise loud, hoping it will keep the truth at bay. But you cannot outrun yourself. No matter how many songs you play or posts you skim, you carry your mind everywhere. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic, said, "Nowhere can you find a quieter place than within your own soul." You dream of peace, maybe a cabin in the woods or a beach far away. But you do not need to go anywhere. Peace is inside you, waiting in the silence you avoid. The problem is not the world's noise, it is your fear of facing what is within. History shows us the power of quiet. Socrates wandered alone, letting his thoughts unravel, birthing ideas that shaped the world. Virginia Woolf sat in stillness, her mind weaving stories that still resonate. Silence is not empty, it is where clarity is born, where you connect the dots of who you are and what you want. But you have to be brave enough to sit with it, to let the discomfort come and go, to listen to what your heart is saying when the world is not shouting over it. Try this. Set aside 10 minutes today. No devices, no distractions. Just you. Sit and breathe. Your mind will race. Let it. Notice what surfaces. Are you angry? Scared? Longing for something? Do not judge it, just see it. This is you, raw and real. If it feels heavy, keep going. That weight is the truth you have been hiding from. And facing it is how you grow. Over time, those 10 minutes will feel less like a battle and more like a gift. A space where you meet yourself without pretense. Another tool is writing. Keep a journal, not for anyone else, but for you. Scribble your thoughts, your fears, the dreams you barely admit to yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote his meditations as a private conversation with his soul. Do the same. Let the page hold what your mind cannot. And do not just sit, move. Take a walk alone. No earbuds. Just the sound of your steps. Let your thoughts wander. You will be amazed at what you discover when you give your mind room to breathe. You are not just avoiding silence, you are avoiding growth. In the quiet, you find the courage to ask, what do I want? Who am I? Without it, you stay a stranger to yourself, living a life that might not even be yours. Silence is not a void, it is a mirror, showing you what you need to see. Stop running. Embrace it. Start small, but start now. 10 minutes of stillness could change everything. What happens when you stop the noise? You hear yourself, maybe for the first time. You find answers you did not know you were seeking. You realize you do not need the world's clamor to feel alive. The question is, will you keep hiding behind distractions, letting your true self stay buried? Or will you face the silence and discover who you are meant to be? That choice is yours. And it starts the moment you turn off the noise. 3. You are shackled to yesterday. You are caught in a trap, aren't you? Your mind loops through old scenes, mistakes you made, chances you missed, pain you cannot shake. You replay them, thinking you can fix what is long gone. But the past is dust, and you are letting it choke your present. You are not moving forward. You are pacing a prison of your own making, chained to moments that no longer breathe. Every time you linger on, what if or if only, you tighten those chains. Why do you let what is over rule what is now? Those memories are not your friends. They whisper, you failed. You cannot move on. But they lie. You torture yourself, believing that dwelling on old wounds will change them. It will not. All it does is steal your today, your chance to live here and now. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic, said, your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. If you paint your mind with regret, you become regret. If you focus on this moment, you become free. The past is not holding you. It is you holding it, giving it power it should not have. Look around. While you are lost in yesterday, life keeps going. The sun rises, seasons shift, and others chase their futures. But you are stuck, staring at shadows, building a wall of sorrow between you and the world. You might think clinging to pain honors what you lost: a person, a dream, a version of you. It does not. It only buries you deeper. Nobody else carries your regrets. Nobody can rewind time for you. You are the only one who can break those chains. And it starts by choosing to release what is gone. Picture yourself driving, eyes locked on the rearview mirror. You see every wrong turn, every missed exit. But ahead, a curve waits, and you are blind to it, heading for a crash. That is your life when you live in the past. You wreck your present because you will not look forward. Epictetus, a Stoic, said, "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. If you must grieve, grieve for the time you are wasting now, not for what you cannot change." Letting go does not mean erasing the past. It means carrying its lessons, not its weight. If you stumbled, learn and stand taller. If you lost someone, treasure the love you shared, but do not lose yourself in their absence. If you were hurt, forgive not for them, but to free your heart. Seneca, another Stoic, said, "Today is a new life. Shut the doors on the past. You cannot walk forward if you are dragging yesterday behind you. Close that door, not to forget, but to live. How long will you stay caged? Another month? A lifetime? Or will you choose today to step out? You can keep punishing yourself, blaming the world for your scars. But the truth is, you hold the key. Imagine yourself years from now. Looking back, do you want to see a life spent mourning what was gone, or one where you chose to rise, to live boldly despite the hurt? The choice is yours. But time is not your ally. Every second you give to the past is a second stolen from your future. You are not your mistakes. You are not your losses. You are this moment, this breath, this chance to start again. The past cannot define you unless you let it. So, stop letting it. Take one step today, write down a regret and burn it. Talk to someone about what haunts you, or simply breathe and say, "I am here now." Small steps, but they lead somewhere new. Life is not waiting for you to make peace with yesterday. It is calling you now. Will you answer, or stay shackled? Choose, before the years slip away. 4. You grasp at the uncontrollable. You are fighting a losing battle, chasing control over things that slip through your hands like sand. You plan every detail, pour your heart into outcomes, and expect life to bend to your will. But when it does not, when the job passes you by, the relationship fades, or the world shifts, you crumble. You blame yourself, call it failure, and drown in frustration. Why? Because you believe you can control what was never yours to command. This illusion is your cage, and it is time to break free. Life is not a script you write. It is a storm, wild and untamed. You cannot force someone to love you, no matter how much you give. You cannot guarantee success, no matter how hard you work. You cannot stop the chaos of the world politics, injustice, loss. Yet you try, gripping tighter, as if effort alone can tame the untamable. The truth is, most of what happens is beyond your reach. And that is not a flaw, it is reality. The sooner you accept it, the lighter you will feel. Think back. That time you gave everything to a project, only to see it fall apart. That moment you planned a perfect day, but life threw a curveball. Did you rage? Did you feel defeated? Now, ask, could you have truly controlled the outcome, or were you punishing yourself for something that was never in your hands? The pain comes not from the event, but from your expectation that you could have forced a different ending. You tell yourself, if I had tried harder, been smarter, it would have worked. But that is a lie your mind spins to keep you trapped. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, said, "There is only one way to happiness: cease worrying about things beyond your power." You cannot control how others act, what they think, or how they treat you. You cannot control the economy, the weather, or the passage of time, but you can control yourself, your thoughts, your actions, your response. That is your power, and it is enough. Stop wasting energy on what you cannot change. Focus on what you can. Picture yourself by a river, trying to catch every current in your hands. The water rushes past, and you grow angry, exhausted, feeling like you failed. But the river was never meant to be held. You cannot stop its flow, but you can learn to swim. Life is that river. You cannot control its direction, but you can navigate it with grace. When you let go of the need to control everything, you find freedom. You stop breaking yourself against the world's chaos and start moving with it. You want people to value you, to see your worth. You want fairness, respect, love, but nobody owes you anything. The world does not run on your rules, and expecting it to will only leave you bitter. Look at the news: corruption, division, unfairness. You can scream, you can fight, but can you change it all? No. What you can change is you. You can choose to stay calm in a mad world, to act with integrity, to find peace no matter what comes. That is your strength. Imagine a life where you stop wrestling with the uncontrollable. You do not stress over others' opinions. You do not lose sleep over what might go wrong. You focus on your choices, your growth, your heart. Sounds freeing, does it not? It starts with a shift. Ask yourself daily, is this in my control? If not, let it go. If yes, act on it. This simple question cuts through the noise, showing you where your power lies. Seneca, another Stoic, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." You cannot control the storms, but you can control how you sail. Stop trying to bend the world to your will. It will not work, and it will only exhaust you. Instead, sharpen yourself. Be wiser, kinder, stronger. Choose to live well, no matter what the world throws at you. The question is, will you keep chasing control, draining your life on what you cannot change? Or will you embrace your true power and focus on what you can? The choice is yours, and it shapes everything. Sank, you postpone your dreams. You feel it, don't you? That quiet urge to start something new, to chase a goal. But you push it off. I'll do it tomorrow. You say, tomorrow you'll learn that language, start that workout plan, or launch that project. But tomorrow becomes next week, then next year, and soon decades slip by. You're not just delaying a task, you're delaying your life. Time isn't as endless as you think. Every moment that passes is one you'll never get back. And the clock doesn't care about your excuses. What holds you back? Fear. Plain and simple. Fear of messing up, of being judged, of not being good enough. You tell yourself you need more skills, more confidence, a better moment. But here's the cold truth. No one is ever fully ready. The people you look up to, the ones who built lives you envy, did they wait for perfection? No. They started shaky, unsure, and full of doubts. They moved anyway. The difference between you and them isn't talent or opportunity. It's that they acted. They didn't let fear call the shots. You act like you have forever. You don't. Nobody does. A Stoic named Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could be dead tomorrow. Let that guide your actions today." Harsh. Maybe. But it's real. If your life ended now, would you be okay with how you've spent it? Or would you burn with regret for the things you never tried? The dreams you left on the shelf because you weren't ready. Time is your only currency, and you're spending it on waiting. Every day you delay is a day you've lost. Perfection is a trap. You think you'll act when everything's just right, when you're skilled enough, when life feels stable. But that moment doesn't exist. It's a lie. Your mind tells to keep you comfortable. Stuck. There's no perfect day. No ideal you waiting in the wings. There's only now, this messy, uncertain moment. The only one you've got. If you don't move now, you might never. Picture yourself old. Looking back, do you want to see a life of what-ifs? Or one where you dared to try, to fail, to keep going? You might say, "I'll start when things settle down." But life doesn't settle. It throws curveballs. Always. Waiting for calm is like waiting for the sky to stop changing. The only time you can count on is today. This is your wake-up call. Your push to stop stalling. You don't need to be fearless or flawless. You just need to begin. Take one step. Sign up for that class. Sketch that idea. Make that call. Small. Sure. But it's how you build a life, one move at a time. You can't control the future, and you can't redo the past. But you can shape this moment. Every choice you make now carves your path forward. Keep putting things off, and you'll wake up one day with nothing but wishes, wondering how time slipped away. Or you can choose to act, to live with fire, even if it's imperfect. Seneca, another Stoic, said, "While we wait for life to it pass, don't let your dreams pass with it." What's it going to be? Stay still, or take the leap? You decide. But no, this time won't wait for you. Think of someone who inspires you. Are they smarter? Luckier? Maybe. But what sets them apart is they didn't wait for permission. They started, stumbled, and grew through action. You can too. Stop chasing the myth of ready. It's a dead end. Instead, embrace the mess of starting now. Write the first page. Run the first mile. Ask the first question. The life you want isn't in some distant tomorrow. It's in the step you take today. So, will you keep dreaming? Or start doing? The answer shapes everything. 6. You drive death, but not a wasted life. You shiver at the thought of death. Don't you? The end. The unknown. The final curtain. But what about the life you're living now? You drift through days, barely noticing how they slip away, unfazed by the possibility that you're wasting them. It's strange, isn't it? You fear the moment life stops. Yet you don't flinch at letting it pass by in a haze of routine and distraction. If death is the ultimate loss, isn't a life without meaning an even greater tragedy? You're not running out of time, you're throwing it away. Look at your day. How much of it was spent on something that truly matters to you? Or was it swallowed by scrolling screens, small talk, or worries that won't matter in a week? You act like you have endless tomorrows. But you don't. None of us do. Yet, you squander hours on autopilot, following the path laid out for you, never pausing to ask, is this what I'm here for? Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic, said, live as if you were living for the second time, and as if you had acted wrongly the first time. Imagine you had one chance already and wasted it. Would you live this day the same way? Why don't you fear a meaningless life? Because it's easy. It asks nothing of you. You can coast. Check boxes work. Eat. Sleep. Repeat without ever challenging yourself to dig deeper. But a life that sets your soul ablaze, that takes guts. It means facing what you truly want, rejecting the shallow, and chasing what makes you feel alive, even if it scares you or defies what others expect. Most people don't live, they exist, trapped in a loop of comfort and fear, avoiding risks that could lead to purpose. Picture this: tomorrow is your last day. Would you care about the likes on your post, the deadline you're stressing over, the opinions of strangers, or would you race to do what you've always wanted, paint that canvas, tell someone you love them? Take that leap. Why wait until death knocks to embrace life? You're not promised a next year, a next month, or even a next breath. Yet you postpone your dreams, waiting for a someday that might never come. That's the real tragedy, not death, but delay. There's a tale of a woman who worked her life away, saving every penny for a future she thought would be golden. She skipped adventures, put off joy, and told herself she'd live fully later. When that later came, her health was gone. Her friends had drifted, and time had moved on without her. She didn't die when her body gave out. She stopped living decades earlier. The moment she chose waiting over doing. Are you her? Are you banking on a future that might not arrive, burying your passions under fear and excuses? The question isn't how long you'll live, it's whether you're living at all. Death is coming, but a hollow life is a choice. You could keep drifting, letting days blend into years, waking up one day to find you've nothing but regrets. Or you can decide, right now, to stop wasting time. Find what makes your heart race: a cause, a craft, a connection, and chase it. Seneca, a Stoic, said, "The life we receive is not short, but we make it so." You can't add years, but you can add life to the years you have. If you knew death was near, what would you do differently? That's your map. Start there. Take one step toward what lights you up. Whether it's a hobby, a bold move, or a moment of raw honesty with someone you care about. Don't wait for permission or the perfect moment. When your time comes, it won't matter how long you lived, but how fully you did. Will you leave with a heart full of "I wish" or the peace of knowing you gave it all? That choice isn't tomorrow's. It's yours. Now. 7. You fight change. Life is a river, always flowing, never still. Yet you stand in its current, clutching at the water, trying to hold it in place. You resist change, craving the comfort of what you know, even when it traps you. Jobs fade, relationships shift. The world you love today may vanish tomorrow, and still, you fight to freeze time, to keep things as they are. Why? Because change feels like loss, like stepping into the unknown. But by resisting it, you are not saving your life, you are stalling it. Everything changes. That is not a flaw. It is the heartbeat of existence. Your youth will fade. Your plans will crumble. Your safe routines will break apart. You suffer not because change happens, but because you refuse to accept it. How many times have you clung to a dying friendship, hoping to revive what was? How often have you stayed in a job that drained you, scared of what comes next? You tell yourself you are being loyal, cautious, but you are just afraid of the unfamiliar, afraid of starting over. Think about it. That breakup you dreaded, did it not push you to grow stronger? That job loss you feared, did it not open a door you never expected? Change is not your enemy, it is your teacher. It strips away what no longer serves you, forcing you to adapt, to become more than you were. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic, said, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." If you see change as a threat, you suffer. If you see it as a chance, you thrive. The choice is in your mind. You stay in toxic situations, a bad relationship, a dead-end career, not because they make you happy, but because they are familiar. Familiar feels safe. But safe is not always good. A cage is familiar too, but it is still a cage. You fear loneliness, failure, the effort of rebuilding. But what you should fear is a life spent clinging to what holds you back. Imagine a tree refusing to shed its leaves in autumn. It would die, unable to grow anew. You are no different. Holding on stops you from blooming. There is a story of a merchant whose shop burned down, his life's work reduced to ash. He stood before the ruins, not cursing his fate, but nodding. "Now I can begin again," he said. Could you do that? See loss as a fresh start? Or would you drown in grief, mourning what cannot return? Change does not ask your permission. It comes, ready or not. You can resist, exhaust yourself fighting the inevitable, or you can learn to flow with it, to find strength in its lessons. What can you do? Start small. Each day, ask yourself, what is changing in my life? Am I fighting it? Or can I use it to grow? Practice letting go, not of everything, but of what no longer fits. A habit, a grudge, an old dream that weighs you down. Train your mind to see change as a spark, not a storm. Epictetus, another Stoic, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. You cannot stop the world from shifting, but you can choose how you respond. That choice is your freedom. You are not a rock, meant to stand unmoved. You are alive, meant to evolve. Change is not here to break you. It is here to shape you. Every shift, every loss, is a chance to become wiser, tougher, more yourself. Stop fearing it. Embrace it. When one path ends, another begins. The question is, will you walk it, or will you stand still, clinging to a past that no longer exists? Life will change. With or without you, choose to move with it, and you will find a strength you never knew you had. You have faced 7 stark truths today. They sting because they hit home. Life does not wait for you to catch up. Every second you linger in fear or regret is a second lost forever. But here is the spark you can choose. Keep drifting, or rise with purpose. Stoicism teaches you to master your mind, to live boldly despite chaos. If this stirred you, hit like to join the journey. Share your story in the comments. Someone needs it. Pass this video to a friend struggling. Subscribe for more truths to fuel your fire. Thank you for listening. Now, go live stronger. Starting today.